Subscribe to this channel if you want to help us reach 5,000 subscribers. Next time on Fan Favorite Friday, play a deck where you can only use Pokemon that appear in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl to celebrate the release? Bet. For this build, I knew I was going to be limited in my Pokemon choices because Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl definitely don't contain all 900 plus Pokemon. Sorry, National Dexers, but that's cool. We're still going to make this work. So I immediately noticed that Butterfree was an option. And I had been wanting to make a deck around that card for a while because we have a really cool Caterpie and Metapod that allow you to evolve the turn they come into play. Butterfree's ability lets you burn, confuse, and poison your opponent's active Pokemon. So this is a really good core already, but I knew I needed a partner. Immediately, I hoped that Ninetales was available, and I checked, and there it is, exclusive to Shining Pearl. Hex does 120 for 1 energy if the opponent's active is affected by a special condition. That's an insane synergy. The Butterfree into the Ninetales, so cool. I rounded out the list with Croagunk and Toxicroak to give me a little bit more poison damage. The internet tells me that it's found in the Great Marsh, so that's pretty cool as well. With my deck list crafted, it was time to play some games. But before we get into the gameplay, let's hear a word from our sponsor, Boxu. Traveling to Japan would be a dream come true, seeing all the culture, the art, and of course, all the Pokemon cards. Boxu makes it easy to bring a taste of Japan right into your own home. This snack subscription service allows you to taste regional treats from all around Japan. What I love about Boxu is that every single month of this subscription, you're gonna get a new box curated with different snacks and different treats. Keeps things fresh, keeps things interesting, not just for yourself, but if you gave this as a gift. Boxu makes such a perfect and memorable gift for anyone in your life who appreciates Japanese snacks and Japanese culture, especially during a time when people aren't able to travel as easily as they would like to be. And actually, not only would you be gifting them Boxu, which is already amazing already, but also you technically would be gifting them a chance to win free tickets to Japan because Boxu is having a giveaway. They'll be picking one lucky winner to win a free set of tickets to Japan, and anyone who's subscribed before December 31st automatically entered. Boom, nothing else you need to do there. So I'll include a link to this in my description so you can check out the terms and conditions and any other methods of entry. Of course, use my code RIGHTEOUS10 on the Boxu website. All of that information is down in the description below. I am a huge believer in Boxu. This is some awesome stuff. I have a whole table here full of these snacks. I can't wait to dig in. But before I do, let's get into the games. So here we are going first. We have a pretty decent start here. I'd love to get obviously a draw supporter, so we'll see if we can make that happen. Hope you guys are having a great Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hope I bring a smile to your face. And if I don't, let me know down in the comment section below. All right, Eternatus and 3 Metapod, bro. All right, let's see what we got. I'll take the Butterfree. Let's go Great Ball and get absolutely nothing. We can go Level Ball here. I think we get the Caterpie. I don't know, man. I think we're gonna be overmatched in like every single matchup we play, but that's okay because we're here to have fun. This was a pretty big challenge and I wanted to tackle it head on, and I think give you guys kind of a look at what one of the more budget options are in the format. This Ninetales deck is obviously not tier 1, obviously not tier 2, not even really tier 3. Like I would never suggest somebody take this to a tournament, but it is fun. And that's definitely saying something. So we get the Crobat V to hand for my opponent. They are going to go ahead and bench and draw their 4 cards. Or maybe they have an energy card in hand that they can play. There's the Galarian Moltres. Crobat for 4, Dark Asset. And what do they have? A Great Ball. So they are digging for something. I think I might have waited one turn to use the Great Ball. Oh, yo, they're going to Marnie us? Bless. Yo, let's go, dude. Let's go. Are we gonna take a knockout on this Eternatus? They didn't get an attachment? Tails. Oh, okay. Dang. All right. How much are we doing? We're doing enough, aren't we? We Evo Incense for the gunk. Get that Toxicroak out of the deck. Play that down. Play our Ninetales down. Now we're going to need a fire energy, and we would love to also see another Vulpix on the bench. One of two. Gonna save this. We could Scoop Up Net for another Butterfree to like burn again. That doesn't feel particularly good. Another thing we could do, we could scoop up the Ninetales and like leave up a Caterpie. That actually feels okay. I will do that because we are gonna lose Ninetales fast and furious. And there's nothing better than family. Okay. Pass. All right. We'll save the other Scoop Up Net for the Butterfree. Maybe they evolve or something. It was nice to get that Toxicroak up because now we're doing a bunch more damage here in between turns. So see if we can make this work. Obviously, our play is to knock out Eternatus. Hopefully they don't evolve into the VMAX, and then we knock out the Moltres that they are building up, and then we like try to gust a Crobat. And the problem is that we're just not like, we don't get a one-hit KO, right? It's Hex is only 120 base damage. We get the burn, so that's 140. We get the poison, which is 170. So we kind of like need one extra turn over the course of the game here because we won't be able to one-shot. So there's that Eternatus on the bench. We're really hoping that we get one more turn here to enact a strategy. They go ahead and bench another Eternatus. They're just not really doing a whole lot, so that's pretty good for us. And they just have to pass. Yeah, I'm stoked. I am stoked. We get our fire energy maybe a little late, but we can go ahead and Scoop Up Net our active. Take the KO with our Ninetales, and we are going up 2 prizes to nothing here against this Eternatus deck. So we'll shuffle up to 2 Pokemon into our deck. We only have the 1 Ninetales, and then go ahead and give them a little Professor's Research. How about that? Caterpie can be benched. They might have Marnie on the next turn. Trying to think. Would they gust up? They could probably gust up. Okay, I'll keep the Evo Incense in hand. Let's go ahead and Hex. Take our knockout. Take our 2 prizes. Try to get some more resources into play. The Zinnia's Resolve is going to be absolutely slamming against this deck, and we get another Vulpix. So huge draws for us here. I think at a certain point, we probably don't need to play the other Caterpie down. So there's an energy switch. Oh, this is lining up pretty well, actually. Again, if they don't have supporters, we're doing well because it's going to be hard for them to chain kind of attackers. We want to, again, enact that strategy where we gust up like a Crobat. It's going to take us a little while to get there, but there's that Eternatus VMAX on the bench. Do they have a Research or a Marnie? They do have Marnie, so we maybe could have drawn out a Metapod with the Evo Incense. I think I'm okay on it. We kind of get punished. Oh, no. They do get the energy. They are going to take a knockout here on this Eternatus, or this Ninetales with their Eternatus. And this Marnie is wrecking us, dude. If we had just gotten a Metapod, we have the option to top deck the Butterfree here. I was just worried about the Gust play, right? Because if they had Gust on that turn and knock out our Metapod, then we can't do too much else. Okay, so we're hoping for a Scoop Up Net. Got the Air Balloon in hand. We're hoping for a Scoop Up Net. Or a Marnie works. Okay. Believe. We'll Marnie our opponent. That's a nice one. Still hoping for... Oh, we're so close. No. We are so close. We need a Butterfree. So we have to retreat because hexing here is just not a good play. We'll retreat. We will Metapod. We put some bad cards to the bottom of the deck, so I don't want to shuffle with the level ball. So I will go ahead and pass to my opponents. Nothing really to get with the level ball anyway. We're hoping that they don't have boss here to knock out our Ninetales, or I guess Toxicroak is probably the most toxic Pokemon to their chances. So let's see what they opt to go for here. It would have been huge, like seriously, so huge to get the Butterfree off there. We see an energy switch. So they're looking to draw some more cards with the Crobat, I think. They probably have one in hand. There's a Hiding Dark energy. No, no. Oh, no. And another Evo Incense. I suspect that last card, it's got to be Crobat, right? So they're going to Umbreon and bring up a bench Pokemon. I think you go for the Toxicroak here. That would be my choice. Either that or the Butterfree. One of the two. They opt to go for the Ninetales. That's also very solid. Just take out the attackers that I have. So solid play there. I hate the Hiding Dark. That's going to make it really difficult for us to maintain consistent pressure. They obviously have this other benched Eternatus. We have 4 prizes left, so it's like we're going to need to attack at least 4 more times, if not more. Need to get Butterfrees in play to make that all happen, so it's going to be tough for us. But nevertheless, he persisted and he gets so saved here with that draw. Let's take a Pix. We get the Pix or it didn't happen. We'll go Level Ball for the Metapod. And we'll Ordinary Rod back in. A Ninetales. And do a Ninetales and a Vulpix and energy. I'll do like 1 energy. We don't really need that much energy. I'll just do the 1. I think I regret putting into would regret putting into energy. There's this. Dope. There's this. Yee. Get the Butterfree down. Yee. And then go ahead and retreat. So possibly too little too late. They obviously have the energy attached to the Eternatus. Didn't really have room for any ways to get rid of the energy, but doing 170 damage, that would be a 2-shot. If we could possibly put up consistent pressure, we could maybe take a win here. But I think that retreat is going to just about signal the end, especially if they have another Hiding Dark energy. They don't. But if they have like a switch, attach another Hiding Dark energy next turn, that could be pretty bad. If they gust up the Toxicroak, that could be sad. The Metapod, honestly, would be pretty bad if they gusted that up, because the only way now that we have to use our Butterfree is to evolve this Metapod or Scoop Up Net, which we only have 2 left. So there's an energy switch to the active. No, to another bench to turn it. Oh, that's another thing. They could just cycle through attackers way better than we can. Evo Incense. For the VMAX. Get that going. And the Professor's Research. Oh, man. Not looking good for our hero. They played a ton of resources, so you hate to see that for sure. Like on our end, right? Because now they're getting into their good stuff. They're getting into their bosses. They're getting into their switches, and that's going to be what they need to overwhelm us. So we'll go here at the Toxicroak, see what we can do. We are drawing a ton off the Zinnia's Resolve. So let's go. Let's go No. I want to save Evo Incense. Let's go Zinnia's Resolve. We might deck out before we can win. That might be a thing. So we go here. Butterfree. Yes. We will bench. We will evolve. We will attach. And it's very unlikely that they don't have a switch or a hiding dark, but it is possible. So we will go for it here. There's a hex for 120, and then 120 plus 20 plus 30 from the poison, 170. Such a ridiculous attack. 170 for 1? Are you kidding me? They get a stadium in play. They're going to discard probably an Umbreon, I would imagine, to draw a few more cards. There is the Moltres. And do they have a switch? They can't play Hiding Dark Energy anymore. There's a Marnie. If they don't get a switch here, that would be pretty big for us. And then if they... No, dude. They haven't played a single switch. They had their first switch right there. Oh my gosh. Oh, I was going to say if they don't have a switch, then we could win this one. But I think that's going to do it because we have 3 Ninetales in the discard pile. So this is our last Ninetales. Sad. Oh my goodness. That's so tragic. So we have to go here with the research. We do get another attack off, but we needed them to not have switch there at that crucial time because we just need for our Caterpie Butterfree to stick here. There's the Metapod Butterfree. Shoot. Oh, that's so sad. We were really close. I'm surprised at how competitive this deck was. Honestly, I'm really surprised. We have enough damage on board. Almost to win. We're 10 damage off. Like if we add up the 170, and then we did 180 to, 170 to a Crobat, we'd be 10 damage away from the win. But we do see the switch into a Galarian Moltres going for style points here, taking the dub with the Galarian Moltres, and that will do it for this matchup. We're going to play another one though. Don't you worry. Let him go ahead and Aura Burn for the win. Good job, Ninetales. You held your own, buddy. I'm really proud of you. Would I like to go first? Heck yes, I would. And what an absolutely legendary start for us. The double Vulpix start, meaning that we're not going to be wasting our Ninetales should we draw into them. Those are the kind of the most precious part of the deck. We only really have 4 attackers, so we got to make the most of them. So see what our opponent's playing here. They are playing a Suicune deck. You know what? Something tells me that the weakness is not going to matter all that much. Something tells me. I got a hunch. So let's attach here to the bench. I might absolutely eat my freaking words if they don't have a Melanie play on the first turn, but I think we go to the bench. We'll see what they can do. There is a level ball for a Drizzile, or for a Sobble, excuse me, eventual Drizzile Jr., let's say. And we see a Fleet-Footed as well from my opponent. Going into a... going into a... The suspense, literally nothing. That rocks. All right, research. Give it to me, baby. Yo, we have it. What? We have it. We have it. What a legendary 7 cards. Oh, baby. Imagine coming home to your spouse after a long day at work and being like, honey, I lost to a Ninetales Butterfree deck. I don't think my wife would let me come home after that. All right, Hexamillion. 120 damage, plus the burn, plus the poison. 150 damage. Our Ninetales deck has been really consistent. At the very least, this is a super fun deck to play on the tabletop if you got kids, or if you're just looking for something to hang out with the bros and not be super ultra competitive. They'd be like, man, you're JW, you're so competitive. It's like you only play to win. And I'm like, yeah, I only play to win. Why do you play games if you don't play to win? So there's that quick ball. I would expect a Melanie play from my opponent. We'll see what they have. They did. Yeah, there is the Melanie. So they just needed that Drizzile to be able to get going here. We're hoping for a Tails on the Confusion Flip, obviously. Because otherwise we would need to draw into a Ninetales here. And if you can't already tell, our hand is a little bit dead. So I'll see what they can do. They get another basic into play. There's that Sobble. Really need a Tails here. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh, they're just going to retreat. Yo, that's insane. That's like very clearly the correct play. But I was thinking they might attack there. So, okay, my opponent makes the right play. We're looking for a Scoop Up Net. We get a Level Ball. All right. That is not a Scoop Up Net. All right. We got Ordinary Rod. We can get back a Toxicroak. I don't think that really does us much favors. We just have the Hex here. I mean, there's no doubt that they have Melanie in hand, right? Man, we wish we would have gotten Scoop Up Net there. So I'm going to save the Level Ball just on the off chance. We run 2 Zinnia's Resolve. So on the off chance that we can get a Zinnia's Resolve, then we will have enough cards to discard. So that's why I'm not going to play the Level Ball there. Plus, there's not really anything that we want necessarily. I mean, we like a lot of things. We don't really want all that much. So forcing the retreat is pretty good, but if they have another Melanie, then this game could get pretty out of hand pretty quickly. So we see a Drizzile. I would suspect that they Drizzile for a Melanie. Now, the nice thing about these decks is that they usually play 2 to 3 Melanie, never as high as 4. So I don't think we have to worry about 4 Melanie. But there is another Melanie off of that Drizzile. They are going to go ahead and use it. Now we have to kind of start thinking about like preservation mode. We need to keep enough turns so that we can utilize our Vulpix and Butterfree and stuff. So I think on the next turn, we probably put Croagunk in the active. Just give him a spin. So there's a Blizzard Rondo for the weakness. 360. And they're going to be able to get some benched energy up and running, which definitely hurts us. Scoop Up Net. Okay. Yeah, that is a card for sure. Go there. Go there. And yeah, you know what? For the fun of it, let's go Metapod. And we'll leave our opponent's active burned, etc., etc. We are looking for... I'm going to keep the Level Ball in hand. I got to stick to my principles at this point. Come on, get some burn damage going. Come on, heads. Dang it. Dang it. Went to the hospital, got healed of their burn. Burn notice. So Scoop Up Net, I would expect them to make the same exact play. If they have Melanie in hand, just retreat into a non-damaged Suicune. There is the attachment. Again, I would expect that Melanie to come down, but that would be their last Melanie. So at a certain point, I think they're going to have to flip into the Confusion, which would be pretty good. There's a boss onto the Vulpix, I would assume. A boss onto the... Yo, a boss onto the Butterfree? What? And a Tails. Huge flip for us. We get a Fire Energy. What? We just retreat? Right? We retreat the Butterfree? I think we kind of need the Butterfree. The Croagunk we also need. I don't want to like throw him under the bus, but like I think we need the Butterfree a little bit more. So we'll see what my opponent has. Again, expecting them to just retreat here. That would be the ideal play. There is the Drizzile. Have a lot of damage on the board. They're going to boss again. No way, bro. They need to take out the Vulpix, I think. Give them a little time to think. They're going to go for the Butterfree again. Dude. Do they not know? Do they not know that we have more Butterfree? I guess our deck hasn't really shown like a second Butterfree. Maybe they think we only play one. So they're gonna retreat. There's another energy attachment here to the Suicune. Ay caramba. Is it time we just put the Vulpix active just for the heck of it? I see an Evo Incense from my opponent. Oh, they will get an Inteleon, and that's going to make things way harder. The snipes are going to be ridiculous, bro. Inteleon, 20 on the gunk. Think I would have put it on the Vulpix, but that's okay. That's just me. That's just me. There's 164, the KO. Okay. Things are getting a little spicy. We really need a supporter here off the top to try to stay in this game. You what, mate? You what? So we'll level ball for I mean it's gotta be here, right? It just has to be, I think. Yeah. We'll do this guy, this fella. And then we'll Ordinary Rod. Let's do both. Let's go. Oh man, I really want to save part of this Butterfree line. It's like these two feel like they have to come back. Right? Because we just need more attackers. We do have like Scoop Up Nets left, so I think it's that. And then we'll put one energy back in again. Because we would want an energy to retreat the Croagunk. So. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yes. 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 Let's go level ball. I think we have to bring it to him, man. We have to just hope that they prized like a Melanie or something. I think. We could save our boss's orders. They've used 2. They usually only play 2 boss's orders. So we could, I think, oh man, I think we put the pressure on though. I really do. They don't have any boss's orders. They can't really go around this. The other thing I'd be worried about is the Melanie, but they've already used 2. So like forcing them to use a third to go into a damaged Suicune seems good, I think. So let's go here. Let's go Butterfree. Another absolutely insane set of top decks. We'll go ahead and burn and confuse, etc., etc. Attach the energy to the active. Retrizite. Or we could Stampede. Hear me out. Do we think that they play more than 2 bosses' orders? I'm going to Stampede here. And then if they retreat, they'll have to knock out a Croagunk, which is fine. And then we have like boss's orders to maybe make a play. Okay, I'm going to Stampede. You may not like it. I do not care. Tails on the burn. Big burn flip. So now they have to make a choice. Do they attack with the Suicune? And then if they get Tails, that would just be so bad for them. So they're going to Scoop Up Net, get the Lotad out of there. Play a Sobble down. That's probably the better play anyway. Do they have a Melanie? They're going to Fleet-Footed. Gosh, they draw so many cards. Look at that hand. Really need a Marnie here. We got that research, and then we researched into no other supporter besides boss. So we'll see. There is a Shady Dealings Inteleon. Oh no. Honestly, I thought at this point, guys, we would be finished with the video, but it has gone on for so long. We see a Cape of Toughness on the active. We see an energy attachment on the Inteleon, bro. They're desperate. They are desperate. Tails, please. They're going to attack with the active. We need a Tails. If we're going to win, I think we need Tails here. Let's go, dude. Let's go. Oh, that's so insane. And the burn sticks. Oh, and the burn sticks, bro. And the burn sticks. Okay. Yeah, we go Caterpie. Caterpizzle. Retrizzle. Ninetales, and Hex. So 120. We're going to do some burn damage. We're going to do some poison damage. And we are not going to take the knockout, but there is that poison. So what I suspect will happen is, again, they're playing really well. I expect them to retreat. However, at a certain point, they run out of energy. Right? They do run out of energy. So we're hoping that that is going to be the case. They do retreat into the Inteleon. They are going to take 2 prizes here on the Croagunk and the Ninetales. And we are just kind of left aghast. Absolutely aghast. Now we will be able to take 1 prize on the Suicune. They really about to Marnie this hand? We got 2 cards in hand. Please do it. Path to the Peak. That's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They might have a Melanie. They usually play like 4 Capture Energy and 5 Waters. So we kind of have to hope for... Oh, they're not going to knock out the Croagunk. That seems like a really bad play, actually. Okay. This comes up. We get a Scoop Up Net. I need to take the prizes. I need to take my prizes. Go there. Attach. Nah. You're done, bud. Nah for 10. Didn't see that one coming, did ya? Get a Level Ball and an Evo Incense. Okay. That's kind of cool. So if they don't knock out the Croagunk, then that's big news. That's big news there. So we see an Evo Incense. I suspect that they'll take out the Croagunk, but that's just me. I mean, they should, right? We're kind of playing under the assumption that they should go after the Croagunk. If they don't, yeah, there it is. They should have knocked it out last turn. I'm not sure why they didn't do that. But they're going to knock out the Caterpie. We do have Scoop Up Net. So what we're looking for here on the next turn is a Fire Energy, right? And then because we can go Evo Incense into the Ninetales, Fire Energy, and then we do 120, 140, 150. They would have to retreat. Yeah, that Croagunk play, man, I wish we had it. Because we could do 170, knock out this Inteleon. So there's an Aqua Bullet. Knockout, and 20 to the Vulpix. Playing this very well. If they have 1 more energy here for the Suicune, they can win the game. We are going to do everything we can to prevent that. No energy here for us. We can go Scoop Up Net. Okay, we have to go here to make sure that we don't lose to the double quick shooting Inteleons. And then we will Scoop Up Net the active. If they have a benched energy attachment, then they will win the game. Be very sad. Played our hearts out, Ninetales. Couldn't quite get there. Again, we have a ton of damage on the field, but just not enough to get the dub. So there is the confusion. We just have to pass. My opponent just needs 1 more energy attachment, and they will take the game. But we made it really hard. They had to use an alternate attacker here. They had to switch into a bunch of Suicunes. Luckily, they played the Melanie. Luckily, they did play the quick shooting Inteleons, and that's just too much damage. They do find it on the bench, retreat the Inteleon, go ahead and take the knockout with the Suicune V. That was so exciting, guys. I'm happy we got this challenge out of the way. Thank you so much for participating in Fan Favorite Friday. If you have a deck list or a deck idea that you want to see, drop it down in the comment section below. This Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl based deck was super fun. I would highly recommend checking out this Ninetales deck for some casual play. That's going to be all for me today, guys. God bless. If I don't see you soon, I'll see you later. Hope you're recovering well from your turkey coma. And remember, good luck, and also have fun.